Good morning, everyone. LMC Gaming here again. I just got a request in one of my comments asking me how I get so many crystals every week. There's really no secret to it. I would say I'm getting anywhere between 400 in a slow week and 600 in a fast week. There's some things that are variable, and there's some things that you can do every day to maximize the amount of crystals that you get. And as a free-to-play player, we all know that getting 750 crystals to buy that premium pack is very important for us. You have to have some pretty decent monsters to make it anywhere in this game and really compete in these arena battles. So I'll just get into it. I'm going to try to keep this video short. Usually I do like to do a fun thing though, so we'll do the wish real quick here. And we'll start out the video by talking about these wishes. Oh geez. Okay. We'll just sell some runes here pretty quick. Actually, we'll start the video off by talking about Faimon Volcano. Uh, I would say the first thing I do to get the crystals every week is just using my energy and doing the arena battles. You get random crystal drops just from playing the game, just from doing the dungeons. And what a lot of people do, and what I found, is just great for leveling up your fodder monsters. If you want to get 6-star monsters, that takes a lot of 3-star monsters that turn into 4-star monsters, then a lot of 4-star monsters that turn into 5-star monsters. And then you need 6 different 5-star monsters to get one 6-star monster. So it's just a ton of total monsters you need. So that's why you need to level up those 3-star monsters that you don't plan on using. So that's why everybody calls those fodder monsters. So the best way to do that is farming stage 1 in Faimon Volcano. A lot of people do this. It gives you a ton of experience for your monsters, and it gives you good mana stones too. And it has a chance to drop your 3-star fire Inugami. You get a lot of fire hellhounds, and it also has a chance to drop the 3-star fire salamander. So I farm this with most of my energy. It takes takes quite a while, but it's totally worth it. And you get crystals too randomly when you farm that. So that's the first step, and just using your energy there, I would say you get somewhere between 10 and 30 crystals per day. Okay. And then also when you're doing your arena battles here, you have a chance to get crystal drops when you defeat your opponents as well. So 10 to 30 per day, I think that's a pretty conservative average. You can probably get close to the 30 if you really use all your energy and you're constantly farming Faimon Volcano. So just that right there, that's giving you 70 to 210 per week. Every single day you get one free luck wish, and you have a chance to get it 20 crystals or 50 crystals. So let's just do this luck wish here, and let's hope for something good. You know, this is really good. Getting a rare rune is good. Mystic Scroll is good. This is really good because that's going to be like I've gotten 2 4-star monsters from getting this icon here, but it's rare. I've only gotten it twice. Once was a Water Death Knight, and the other time was some 4-star Awakened monster. So this is not good. I have a million unknown scrolls, and you're going to get a million of them if you're farming the Faimon Volcano. So no luck here today, guys. Let's do another fun thing. I've purchased a couple mystical scrolls, so why not use them? I'm feeling a little lucky today, so here we go. This will add a little bit to the video. And of course, a Wind Lizard Man, it looks like. This is the first one of these I've got. So let's just take a quick look at them. Reflects 10% of increased damage to the attacker when attacked and provokes the attacker for 1 turn. So it looks like a lot of these new monsters have the provoke skill. And I could see that getting very useful with the new content coming out, because you're going to have squishy monsters, you're going to have heavy hitting monsters, you're going to have tank monsters. You want the enemy to always focus on your tanks, but chances are they're going to go for your squishy monsters, especially if they're lower level, they're going to focus them. So provoke's going to be important, I think, with the new content coming out. Attacks all enemies with continuous damage. Yeah, we're seeing that a lot with the new monsters they just released. attack power increases according to defense, and damage increases. So this doesn't seem too good to me. Attacks the enemy 2 times and weakens the enemy's defense and inflicts continuous damage. So these are both single target attacks, and they're nothing really super fancy. This is okay. Provoke's always a good thing, but 30% chance. So for a passive ability, this is it's okay. You could do worse than that, Lizard Man. You could do a lot better too, I think. All right, when are we going to be lucky here? Because we're not trying to beat the system anymore. I feel the luck right now. Come on, 4-star. Give me some love. Nope. Okay, Com2 US wins on this. 2 fodder monsters, that's okay. Alright, back to the purpose of this video. Every week, so I already talked about just randomly getting your crystals. Every week in the arena, depending on how good of a team you have, how much you play the arena, but you get weekly rewards. Currently, I have no problem keeping this between 1400 and 1500, so I'm getting 100 crystals every week. So that helps too. You get that every Monday morning. So I recommend just playing as much as you can. Even if you're losing the battles, you're still getting glory points. Try to get a good arena offense team. That's going to get you up here. Stuns are very important. Speed is very important. For low-level players especially. He who attacks first usually gets a huge advantage in this arena battles. So I can help you with your teams if you want. A lot of my viewers are already making some pretty awesome teams, and I know they're moving up these rankings, so congratulations. And then don't forget to fight these rivals here. We'll do a quick rival battle. I can show you my team, but as soon as you get done killing these rivals, it's early in the morning, so I have a couple to fight here. But as soon as you get done killing them, their timer resets, so kill them as often as possible. I check into this game quite often. I would say once every 2 hours at least. I check in and check the magic shop, and I try to do any rival battles that I can. So I would say I do about at least 10 of these battles per day, and you get 2 guaranteed crystals from doing these battles every day. You see how easy that is? I got 3 AoE attacks, and I attack first because my Shimei has the speed leader skill. So these battles are pretty cake for me right now. So there's 2 extra crystals right there. So these will add up. That's going to give you at least 20 per day if you can do 10 of these things. We'll do this one real quick too. So 20 a day, that's 140 a week if you just keep up and keep doing this. So we talked about luck wishes, we talked about spending your energy, just doing arena battles and getting those random crystals, and now you got this going on. You got these rivals you got to do. And then Com2 US has been having a lot of events for us lately. Participate in those events, do whatever it takes to get the rewards from those events. If the rewards are energy, that's more energy you can use to farm Faimon Volcano. That's more random crystals that you're going to get for the monster drops. So we'll just auto attack this. So energy is awesome. Always make sure that you're using the free energy gifts that Com2 US gives you. One thing that I always do, it's probably not the best way to go about things, but I always store my gifts. Now I know that I'm going to log into this game every day. So I always come down here at least a couple times a day, check my gifts and make sure they're not about to expire. See, this one's about to expire, 40 energy. So I'm going to use up all my energy. I'm going to grab this one as quick as possible. So sometime today I'm going to have to use up this 80 energy. And these just accumulate. Com2 US likes to give you free energy gifts as long as you're logging in. As long as you're just playing the game, you're going to start getting some free energy here. Make sure this stuff doesn't expire, though, is the key. If you have some extra time during the day, use up a bunch of this stuff, but use it up from the bottom up. Because, this is the stuff that's going to expire soonest. You don't want to be using the energy that's still good for 6 days. You want to be using the stuff that's going to expire in 1 day. So, that's a little tip right there. So do all the events. That's a pretty variable way of getting crystals. but I'd say on average, you know, give or take about 60 per week just from doing the Com2 US events. Some weeks you're going to get 200. Some weeks you're probably not going to get any because they're not going to have a good event for anything going on. And then every once in a while, Com2 US has their servers go down or they make a mistake, make you update the game again, and you can't play the game for 4 to 8 hours, it seems like. So sometimes they'll, if you log in the day after, they'll just have a random pop-up that says, "Here's a compensation gift. We're sorry you couldn't play the game," and that'll be, anywhere between 100 and 200 crystals usually, something like that. So I'm gonna say on average, you're gonna get about 40 crystals a week just from those compensation packages. So it's not a lot, but it helps overall in the grand scheme of things. Uh, what else? Is there anything else that's going to get you those crystals? I don't think so. Just spend your energy, farm that Phaimon volcano. If you're not sure what that is, that's right here. Normal mode, this level. Take one high level monster. Inugami, like a 6-star Inugami, is going to own this, but I don't have a 6-star Inugami. But I can tell you that a 5-star arena with hit points is going to beat this every single time, but it's going to take her a while. You'll have a 100% success rate though. What I have my highest level monster, which is my 6-star Julian, my Wind Phantom Thief, and then I just take 4 fodder monsters that I want to get the experience for. So 3 of those 4 monsters is going to be getting experience. I'm going to be getting crystal drops. I'm going to be getting mana stones. So it's all good. It's a good way to accumulate just everything you need in this game. Don't forget to use your friends. If you have some high level friends and you can't beat this with one of your monsters, just use one of the high level friends and then take 3 of your fodder monsters, and you'll get even more experience than if you would have taken 4 of your own monsters. The friend doesn't count against your experience, so these 3 are going to get more if, for example, I took this, if I did this. So utilize your friends and just play the game as much as you can. Make sure you're doing those arena battles. As your rank gets up, you're going to get more crystals. So yeah, it doesn't take too long to get a premium pack. That's why I've been able to do one for you guys about once every 10 days or so. And I just did one Sunday, and it used up all my crystals, and I already have 216. So it won't be too long. We'll get to do another 11 Mystic Scrolls here. And that's always exciting. That's my favorite part of the game. Alright, I was going to try to keep this video short. It's already gone a little bit over schedule. So take care, guys. Really appreciate all the support. Hope you're enjoying. And many more videos to come. Take care.